Just missing the magic user. Let's go. I'm falling asleep out here. Let's go.
Conference battle at the American Airlines Arena here in Miami, Florida, as the Heat look to work the home court advantage. The Knicks swing into this game as part of their continuing road trip.
Yeah, and as far as the regular season goes, this is as good as it gets. This truly, to me, is the definition of a rivalry. I mean, a game between these two teams has always been special.
Absolutely. I mean, we've seen a ton of great games between them in the past. It's hard not to get amped up when they face each other. I've been looking forward to this one for a while.
And now the New York Knicks starters. Porzingis is out there with Anthony. Then there's Aflalo. Then there's Calderon. And it's Lopez in at the 5 roaming the paint.
Just some amazing stats put up by Chris Bosh early in his career. But having been in the shadow of LeBron and D. Wade over the past few seasons, one
What the fuck, man? This is taking longer than I expected. That's why I don't play these late games. Come on, man, let's go. Let's go, homie. Yeah, I'm about to play somebody else. This is crazy. Alright, let's go.
Everyone is in the receiving. Buckled into the American Airlines.
5:30. Let's get this game going.
As the Heat look to grab a win here in Miami. Looking at the last game for the New York Knicks, it was a win against the Houston Rockets. And only a single point of separation there. Great game. It came right down to the wire.
And they may have been on the road, but you know what? They nullified any home court disadvantage in that game by how well they shot it from three.
Shooting can always be a great equalizer. I mean, when you shoot like that from outside, it really makes winning on the road a lot easier.
And now the New York Knicks starters. Calderon is out there with a foul. Then there's Robin Lopez. Then it's Anthony. And it's Porzingis in the force line. That's good.
And, you know, we saw Chris Bosh really ramp it up with the 3-ball last season. I mean, we frequently see vets do that. LaMarcus Aldridge is a recent example. Extending your range is a great way to keep playing at a high level, especially as you enter your 30s.
Here's Wade. Aaron Aflalo picking up that last basket. Bosh is bringing on Aflalo. Wade drives in. Bosh, no one around him. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade.
You can't give him that shot. A few open looks are all it takes to get him in the zone.
The feed to Aflalo. Lock at 6. Here's Anthony. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Carmelo Anthony, the 3rd pick overall in the 2003 NBA draft, was in some pretty good company at the top of that one, as I recall.
I mean, you had LeBron going 1, and of course, Darko Milicic was number 2 on that list. But how about D Wade at 4? A little bit of a surprise. Chris Bosh, you know, all those guys, with the exception of Melo, have rings.
And back to Melo's top 5 draft mates in 2003, all having rings. You can't choose the team you play for as a rookie. Melo simply hasn't been surrounded by that much talent. That's why it was somewhat surprising that he re-signed with the rebuilding Knicks team last season.
And here's Calderon after the 3 moments ago from Luol Deng. Anthony in the corner. Pulls up on the wing. And it's Whiteside with the rebound.
Hey guys, talking about Melo, I mean, he's faced some difficult injuries here of late. That puts all the more pressure on him to win a ring as soon as possible. No way does he want to retire without that chance. And it was a very public falling out between Goran Dragic and the Suns front office. That was a real tense few weeks there before ultimately he was traded.
And Goran Dragic drops them both. And, of course, Dragic was traded to Miami last season. Said he felt betrayed by the Suns front office, which spurred him wanting out of Phoenix and to South Florida.
Yeah, you know what? We'll never know the whole truth about that situation, but Dragic said they told him one thing with personnel and did something else.
Now here's Anthony. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession.
And you know what? His mind's playing tricks on him right now because he's not going to live that one down easily.
Wade against the Aflalo. Outside Deng. Pass to Whiteside. Misses off the right iron. Knicks trail by 4. Aflalo goes in. Passes to Porzingis. Feeds it to Anthony. And that one's good.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Dragic kicks to Deng. Wade outside. Whiteside is bringing on Aflalo. And stolen by Aflalo. And now the Knicks on the break. And
oh my, come on. Why didn't you just dunk it?
Knicks ball as New York keeps possession of it. Aflalo against Wade. On the wing of Flalo. 5 on the clock. Shot from 12. The shot is off. Well, he'd go the other way with it. Flalo against Wade. Left side Bosch. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's a Flalo. Can't tie it. That one misses. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Back to Dragic. Bosch, high post. 5 to shoot. Good D by Lopez.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Follow the pass to Porzingis. Anthony left side. From the baseline. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Wade kicks to Dang. Back to Wade. Misses, and the dry spell continues. Knicks have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Flalo, that's good.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Bosch, a screen on Coldwell. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Dang. Well, you look back at the 2015 Heat, and the injuries are what probably brought that team down. We can go from Chris Bosch with the debilitating blood clot on his lung and on and on and on. The loss, of course, which was not an injury, of LeBron James. There are a lot of moving parts with that team.
And that's a great point, Kevin. If you take any star off a team, things are going to get difficult. It was impressive that the Heat still managed to stay competitive once Bosch went out.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
You know, Bosch was the big injury hit for the Heat, but they had a lot of other injuries as well. I mean, had to use 31 different starting lineups last season, and 20 different players started at least one game.
A different look for Miami. Amari Stoudemire. He's checked in for Whiteside. Winslow comes in for Luol Deng. And it's Johnson in for Goran Dragic. Calderon dishes to a Flalo. Shoots from the high post. And he gets it to go. Flalo's got 6.
And injuries are something that you can't plan for, but you can prepare for them. And hopefully the Heat can avoid injury woes this season. If they can, they at least have players who have been through that struggle last year. And Dwayne Wade, as we know, one of the best in the business at blocking shots from that off-guard position. Hard to think of a guard who has had as many swats as Dwayne Wade in the past couple decades. One of the best ever.
Greg, you're talking about Wade on the blocks. Last season, he climbed up to 6th all-time in blocks, Clark, by an NBA guard.
Amazing. Actually has the most blocks of any player who is his height or shorter in NBA history. Even with his explosiveness waning, his timing and savvy allow him to still be effective blocking shots.
Miami trailing. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Oh, shit.
Taken away by Johnson. There's Winslow. Rips down the breakaway slam.
The guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
Wade kicks to Johnson. And there's the pass to Stoudemire. Johnson, the pass to Winslow. Shot clock at 6. And it's Wade. That time on the assist by Winslow. And that's now 7 points for Dwayne Wade.
Wow, fired that bounce pass in there. Beautiful.
Anthony, the pass to Porzingis. And he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
It's almost as if both teams are in a zone.
Well, offensively at least, partner. I mean, neither team's done jack diddly on D.
Now here's Wade. He's got 7. Wash kicks to Wade. Beyond the arc. No luck. Good D by Lopez. The Knicks have gotten 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. Aflalo dishes to Anthony. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact. It's on Chris Bosh.
You know, for Carmelo last season, it was Murphy's Law. What could go wrong did go wrong. After signing Melo to a max deal, the Knicks management expected a bunch from him. But with the new offense and a bad knee, it didn't happen.
Both free throws good from Anthony. And getting back to Carmelo last year, that team really became devoid of talent. In some games, Greg, in games that he played, he seemed like the only scoring option.
You know, we talk about needing a big 3 to compete for.
Yo, why would it? Come on, why does it switch that? I'm right there.
Basically had a big hat. I mean, because
So
Carmelo
stupid.
missed that hat. And when the deck is stacked against you like that, sometimes it's better to fold your cards and live to play another day. And that's
Oh
what
my.
Carmelo did. Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Stoudemire, the pass to Johnson. Looks for Bosh.
Oh
Gets
my
it to him.
computer!
Here's the assist from Johnson.
What are you doing to me?
And it's a 3-point Heat lead.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
Now here's Anthony. He's got 7. Here's Lopez. Here's Aflalo. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Free throw drops for Aflalo.
How about the game for Aflalo? Already up to 9 points and a steal. He hasn't wasted any time exerting his influence.
And no doubt about it, he was ready to go today.
Bosh, a screen on Calder. Inside.
Come on.
Here's Stoudemire. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Amari Stoudemire, with a change of scenery last season, was bought out by the Knicks, signed with the Mavs midway through the season.
That was the best thing to happen to Stoudemire, in my opinion, Kevin. He got to play playoff basketball again, and we know that wasn't going to happen in New York.
And for Stoudemire last year, served as a backup big for the Mavs and was still as efficient as ever.
Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for New York. Derek Williams comes in for Porzingis. We've got 1:55 left to play in the first quarter. And the jam by Derek Williams.
Fantastic dunk, and he decided to hang around up there for a while, Kevin.
Well, maybe, he didn't want to land awkwardly. I don't know.
Oh, guys, come on. He's up there posing. He's posing for the photographers. That's all that's about.
Come on. What? What
And
the
the
heck?
foul on Carmelo Anthony.
Oh my goodness.
That's his first foul.
I don't think Stoudemire will ever be what he once was, but he is a valuable big to bring off the bench for a contending team in limited minutes.
Now here's Bosch. 6 points for him. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Bosch has got it all tied up now for Miami. Calderon kicks to Anthony. Baseline jumper. And there's another one for the Knicks. 1:02 left here in the opening quarter. Wade against Flalo. Out to the right wing. And that'll be Miami as it goes out of bounds. The Heat retain possession.
Yeah, that's a super defensive play. If that gets through, no doubt they score.
And that's why he sold out for it, because he knew he had to make that play. He wasn't going to let them get the advantage.
Johnson can't get it to go. The kick out to Williams. Anthony dishes to a Flalo. Anthony, the pass to Calderon. Shot.
Oh, 3 to key.
And it's going to be a
3-second ball.
Miami's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Wade with it. He's got 7. And he banks in the
Really? Nobody?
Wade's got 9.
The defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
That will count. It's all tied in Miami. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've been seeing from the Heat, guys.
They come out the gates here
strong,
put together just a solid first quarter.
A ton of good looks for him, Greg, on offense, and it's quality shots they're getting.
The Heat shooting it as well as you're going to see, 67%. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the floor for Miami, they've got Dwayne Wade. Stoudemire out there with Chris Bosh. Then it's Johnson, and it's Winslow in at the 3.
Listen, the Knicks had a hard time scoring last year. Just lacked any real presence in the paint. And lacking that paint threat makes things easier for the opposing defense.
Yo, why is switching?
That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. Wade's got his 3rd assist on the night. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. You know, at the Knicks, they were second to last in field goal percentage from their front court. Granted, they were hit by injuries. It seemed like all over the place all season.
Yeah, you know, with that poor field goal percentage shooting and being top 3 in field goal attempts on the year, not a good combination.
That was my fault.
Off the screen.
That was my fault. My fault.
And for Wade, we often talk about his physical state, but what about the mental toughness? Here's a guy who's been playing in some kind of pain every game for the past few years, but he just keeps churning the butter, not wanting to let his team down.
Greg, you brought up the topic of Wade. He's had a A chance to make several tough mental adjustments throughout his career.
Well, he's always been a guy willing to alter his game for the good of the team. That's why he's got those championship rings, Kevin. You've got to be flexible, not just talent.
Yeah, when Shaq comes in and joins him, then he had to change away when LeBron came in to play.
Great credit to him.
Yeah.
Great credit to him.
Very admirable.
No.
Grant kicks to Vujacic. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Well, nobody said, Greg, being in the NBA was for the faint of heart. The Knicks in a few short years have gone from a playoff team, unfortunately, to the worst team in the NBA.
Hard to fathom, Kevin, that the Knicks did enter last season with playoff aspirations, but that quickly vanished. They were just completely overmatched and overwhelmed.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Whiteside's checked in for Stoudemire. Dang comes in for Winslow. And it's Dragic in for Johnson.
You know, the Knicks made the playoffs every season between 1988 and 2001. It's kind of strange now to see the Knicks struggle to get into the playoffs so often. Only 3 trips in the playoffs the last 10 seasons.
Williams kicks to Vujacic.
You gotta be
That's
kidding
no
me.
good. Couldn't get his first shot to go. It's Dragic with the drive. Bosch passes to Wade. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
No.
And listen, the pressure is always on the Knicks to make the playoffs just because of where the team is. Being in New York can have its advantages, but it comes with expectations that your team will be in the postseason.
Now here's Dragic. They set the pick. Wade a screen on Grant. Kicks it to Dang. Stolen by Vujacic. Ahead.
Oh my God. He's missing layups.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
2 on the clock. Dragic gets the bucket. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
You know what? Can you believe there have been 7 lead changes already, guys?
Wow.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
Galloway kicks to Williams. To the left side wing. Galloway, the pass to Williams.
So blocked.
Wade outside. Outside Dragic. Bosch, the screen. Back to Wade. To the inside. Here's Whiteside. The basket good off the assist from Wade. Wade's got his 5th assist in this one.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Udonis Haslem. He's checked in for Miami. Green comes in for Dwayne Wade.
Yo.
And Whiteside sends it back. Now here's Green. Here's Dragic. It's tipped. Taken away by Williams. Grant gets a wide open look. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Grant's got it all tied up now for New York.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
And it's Dragic off the drive. Has him against Williams. Tries it from 9. Rebound by Williams. New York's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Vujacic dishes to Grant. Williams with the ball. He's picked up by Whiteside. Galloway kicks to O'Quinn.
What the? What?
It's stolen by Haslam. The drive by Green. And it's Whiteside.
Oh my goodness.
Assist by Green. And it's 6 points now in the game for Hassan Whiteside. Grant the pass to Williams. Now the dish to O'Quinn. Some nice passing by New York here. Galloway with the bucket.
Well, I think it's been said about 1,000 times now how Coach Spoelstra started as a video coordinator with the Heat, but he's been with the organization for so long, they are starting to become synonymous.
Now here is Haslam. And that'll be Miami as it goes out of bounds. The Heat retain possession. And some changes here for the Heat. Stoudemire's checked in for Whiteside. Winslow comes in for Luol Deng. And it's Tyler Johnson in for Goran Dragic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Johnson outside. The Knicks have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. And Williams, here we go. Vujacic dishes to Grant. From the low block. Poked away. The kick out to Williams. He feeds it to Vujacic. Grant outside. To the wing on the left. Vujacic kicks to Williams. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. As you said, Spoelstra has been with the Heat for so long now in his 8th season. He was handpicked by Pat Riley to lead the team, and Riley Clark kind of molded him in his image.
And it was clear that Pat Riley believed
Oh
in him
my
and continues to believe in him.
goodness.
Spoelstra has had very high expectations on his shoulders ever since taking over the team, and he's actually lived up to them.
Haslam a screen. Stoudemire the pass to Green. Johnson kicks to Winslow. Shot high post. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Johnson. Down low. Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. Robin Lopez is checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. New York's gone 2 of 4 from 3-point range so far in the second quarter. Johnson over to help. Grant dishes to Williams. Back to Grant. Up and in on the layup. Grant's got 5 points so far. The Heat trail by 3. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Stoudemire kicks to Winslow. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Winslow's gone 2 of 3 from the floor. And Winslow comes to help. Galloway kicks to Lopez. And it's good. Walk through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
And New York making a change here. Porzingis is checked in. Lopez, no good on the free throw. You look at the numbers for Robin Lopez, Clark, they won't blow you away, but his impact is a lot bigger.
Exactly, Kevin. I mean, he's unselfish as a player, does all the little things. He's not focused on his numbers or shot attempts, and that's a welcome deal for coaches and teammates. He just wants to help his crew win.
And the foul on Amari Stoudemire. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
That's the risk you run by staying out there as he picks up his 3rd.
For the Knicks, Anthony comes in for Sasha Vujacic. And it's a follow in for Langston Galloway. Now, here's Grant. He's got 5. Shot clock at 6. The drive by Anthony. And he slams it one-handed.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And, Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
What? Come on. What?
Just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
The Heat trailed by 5. Johnson, the pass to Stoudemire. Green dishes to Haslam. Back to Green. Out to Stoudemire. Pass to Winslow. Haslam up top. Shoots. And that one comes up a bit short.
And offensively, they've gotten stuck on the perimeter, falling in love with the jumpers.
And maybe shying away from contact a bit too, Greg. I mean, their free throw attempts are also down from the first quarter.
Stoudemire, the screen. Green again to Flalo. Green kicks to Winslow. Here's Stoudemire. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. And the Heat going with the whole new group on the floor. Now the Knicks with it. They're on a 14-4 run right now. Grant the pass to Carmelo. Grant dishes to Anthony. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. And now it's a 10-point New York lead.
And they can up the ante a little bit there after that basket.
Yeah, you know, their lead's increasing, and they've got to be feeling better and better about the way this game is starting to play out now. So we'll see if they can close it out.
Dishes it to Dang. Out to the right wing. 4 on the shot clock.
Oh, good take. I thought I was blocked
7
that.
points for Gordon Dragic.
Jeez.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But boy, that was a nice job.
Here's Anthony. Shot is off. Nice D from Dang. Wade with it. Now guarded by Alfaro. Offensive rebound. On the wing, Dang. Lopez covering.
No.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew
Come
contact on the shot.
on.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
The Heat have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight. And the first one drops. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Got it up. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And that concludes the first half. It's the Knicks up 6. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. Carmelo Anthony really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Yeah, you know, one of the things about the early greats of our game is that sometimes you get spoiled because of how consistent they can be. And so far, another big scoring night for him.
And oftentimes when he puts up that many points in the first half, he follows it up with an even better second half. We'll see if that's the case here.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball.
Melo having a terrific game. 18 points.
No! Why?
And you've got to take care of business at the free throw line. Not just getting there, but converting.
And on the floor for Derek Fisher.
You got him. Come on.
They've got Anthony. Porzingis is out there with Robin Lopez.
Oh my God.
And it's Calderon.
Melo missing layups. Not hitting Porzingis.
Boy, I really love the way Dragic spreads that ball around.
Greg, after a run of 10 playoff trips in 11 years, the Miami Heat missing the postseason last year, they'd end up a game back of the 8th spot.
Yeah, and what's hard for the Heat, Kevin, is that they were in the playoff picture for most of the year, and as the season wore on, they slowly fell out of that top 8.
How about that, breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yes, indeed.
He dishes it to Bosh. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
You know, guys, for the greater part of last season, it appeared as though the Heat were playoff bound. Even with the players they lost, most figured they would be playing postseason basketball.
Now here's Dragic. He's got 7. 14 feet away. Shot no good. Excellent D there from Aflalo.
I'm trying to pump fake.
They were very poor against other teams in the playoffs. So only went 15-31 against teams that had made it into the postseason last year.
Now here's Anthony. He's got 18. Porzingis. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Wade drives in. Miami no good on that time either.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Now here's Dragic. Outside Bosh. Back to Dang. Just 5 on the clock. That one's off. Still out of sync. So for the Heat, the last game of the Philadelphia 76ers.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced
Stupid.
My goodness.
And Miami making a change here. Haslam's checked in. And here's Dragic. 7 points in the game.
I'm making breakfast for dinner.
That's fine. I'm not really hungry.
Haslam is
You don't want it?
Calderon.
No, I'm just not hungry. Something I don't want it.
To Haslam. A drive by Wade. Got a hand on it. And it's out of bounds to the Heat as Miami retains possession. Lopez over to help. And Hassan Whiteside of Miami had the breakout year of all breakout years. Clark, he blew up in the right way last season. Averaged a double-double over 48 games.
Yeah, and great to see for Whiteside because he did have some issues prior to the breakout year, and it's nice to see him find his stride and produce with that awesome talent he has.
Green, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. No good on the second free throw. Last season ended with the Knicks pretty much packing it in, but Clark, it didn't start out that way.
You know what? Not at all. I mean, the Knicks were picked by many, Kevin, to be a playoff team last season. Clearly, things did not go as planned.
That's to Porzingis. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And the lead's not getting any smaller. Just an incredibly well-rounded performance here on the road.
And how good a feeling is that for this team to dominate the way they did in front of a hostile crowd? That is a satisfying feeling for the victors.
Here's Whiteside. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And it became clear, thinking about the Knicks again, I mean, it made sense for a team with injuries and being in disarray on the floor to just battle for that lottery.
You know, kind of packing it in for the sake of being better in the future can possibly work in New York for a year or two, but not longer than that. The media will eat you up there if you don't start making some progress towards winning, pleasing basketball.
Now here's Calderon. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
And as they continue to just dominate this game, you have to wonder, how much can they win by?
Well, it's on the verge of getting out of hand, Greg. You can feel it. You can see it. In part because the defense has been about as good as the offense, and both have been really good.
Now Green. Jose Calderon missing from long range. Green kicks to Whiteside. And he brings it home with one hand.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
And here are the Knicks now. The Heat getting the bucket.
No, I tried a layup.
No good. On the wing, Green. He's guarded by Aflalo. Green, the pass to Dragic. Whiteside sets the pick for Dragic. Off the pick. Carmelo Anthony grabs the board. Anthony's got 3 rebounds now in this one. To the paint. Calderon kicks to Anthony. To the middle. Here's O'Quinn. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. And the Knicks lead by 16.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it. Yeah, good tough D there to get a hand up and force that miss.
That's example number 1 of why he is such a strong defensive player and why he has such a great defensive reputation.
And here's Dragic following the 3-pointer by Carmelo Anthony. It's Dragic with the drive. Dang gets a wide open look. And right away they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the 3, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And the Heat making a change here. Stoudemire's checked in. Calderon has the open look. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. A chance here now for a 3-point play.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And Greg, to be able to take the bump like that and maintain control, that's not easy to do. I know you're kind of a little fella, but I was a big guy when I played, so I know how difficult that is. That was impressive.
I see.
The Knicks making a switch here. Derek Williams, he checked in for Porzingis. Vujicic comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Langston Galloway's checked in for Aaron Aflalo. And it's Grant in for Jose Calderon. Passes it to Galloway. It's Williams with the drive.
Yo, can I get the foul?
Now Green. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Haslam a screen. Green dishes to Haslam.
Come on.
Derek Williams is going
Come on.
That is his first
I don't
foul
get
of the
that
game.
last foul. You can't get that foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
There's a screen. Rockets the pass to Stoudemire. Here's Haslam. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shooting.
You gotta be kidding me. Come on.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
Now, here's Green. He kicks it to Dang. Feeds it to Stoudemire. 6 to shoot. And lots of contact.
I'm not even. Oh my goodness.
A lot's been made of the Heat fans in the past for walking out during the finals game where they looked to be out of it. But credit, the Miami Heat fans, Greg, with last year sticking with this team.
Yeah, and in all fairness, I would have walked out as well because I thought it was over. But
it's crazy.
Town, a lot of Heat fans could have jumped off the bandwagon. But you know what? They stayed with it. So although the weather is fair, the fans are not.
Oh, well said.
Thank you.
And clearly, Eric Spoelstra wants to talk it over.
I don't have my guy.
And for the Heat, despite the struggles, they still sold out every game here last season. They were among the top teams in the league in total attendance.
A different look for Miami. Chris Bosh is checked in for Haslam. Winslow comes in for Luol Deng. And it's Tyler Johnson in for Goran Dragic. And a switch here also for New York. Amundsen's checked in.
And really, they showed up in force, even as the Heat fell to the back of the pack. The Heat only 20-21 last year at American Airlines Arena, but the fans love them all the same.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Johnson kicks to Bosh. And it's a defensive 3-second violation.
I think I was in there.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
Another thing they've done tonight well is share the ball. So many of their points have come off of good crisp passes.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
I mean, the Knicks were bad last year, and it became evident early on. As the season grew older, more and more of their national coverage games were being pulled.
Now here's Winslow. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. New York leading by 12. For the Knicks, losing a lot of nationally televised games, too. It seemed like every time they were on, they were losing. It might have been a blessing in disguise.
Well, I hope they look at it in a positive vein. It did give them a chance to focus on player development there in New York. Also allowed them to shut down Melo for the season.
High post, Stoudemire. Over to the wing. Winslow's shot is off. And the foul on Tyler Johnson. That is his first foul of the game. There's 1:54 in the third quarter. Grant against Johnson. 6 to shoot. Grant kicks to Amundsen. This is his first chance at the line tonight. And he can't get the first one. And he sinks the second.
And the Miami Heat have finished in the top 2 spots or better in each of the years the big 3 were in town. Last season that changed as they would end up 10th in that Eastern Conference.
Stoudemire, the screen. And it's Johnson penetrating. Trying to find Green. He's got it now. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson.
Oh, how about the floater there? Nice drop.
And for the Heat, once the bullies of the Eastern Conference, they had a lot of trouble keeping up with other Eastern Conference teams.
Kevin, they finished 25-27 against the rest of the conference. Played under 500 against the East at home, which really negated their chances for the playoffs.
And you guys, he was once considered a tweener, but now I think Derrick Williams has kind of settled in to that 4 position. Seems to be the best position fit for him at this stage of his career.
Last year, Williams did find a nice niche playing the 4. Still, his minutes and numbers, Clark, remain low.
Well, it's unfair because he was drafted so high, top 5 when he came out, and I don't think he'll ever live up to that draft position. The highlight dunks are great, but he's got to find other ways to continue to grow.
Here's Galloway. Elbow shot is on the way. And that one's good. Galloway has got 7.
The shooting percentage continues to elevate here in the second half.
Well, as a group, they've been harmonic since the break. In sync. Good team basketball resulting in high-quality shots.
Here's Galloway following the score by Miami. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. There's a screen by Williams. Galloway kicks to Grant. No good. Great tee that time from Green. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. And here at the end of the third. And we're getting underway here in the 4th quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. The Knicks leading by 15. The big men are Bosch and Whiteside. Dragic is joined in the backcourt by Wade. And it's Dang in a small forward. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Now here's Lopez. Here's Anthony. Hits the target from 18 feet. Anthony's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for New York.
Well, there you go. I mean, if they're going to keep giving up open jumpers, they're going to keep getting burned.
Dragic just screen on a Flalo. Wade kicks to Dragic. Dang with the bucket.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Calderon against Dragic. Calderon kicks to a Flalo. And Anthony gets double teamed.
Got him on the pump fake.
The kick out to Dang. Dwayne Wade on the wing. He makes the Johnny from the left block. About a minute and a half into the 4th quarter now. Calderon kicks to Anthony. Anthony on the wing. Porzingis passes to Anthony. The kick out to a Flalo. The pass to Calderon. New York moving it around. Another shot. And Anthony lays it up and in. Anthony's got 9 points here in the second half.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Wade dishes to Bosch. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Just a boneheaded play there, guys. Plain and simple.
Well, tell me how you really feel about that, Greg. But you're right. I mean, mistakes like that will keep you from cutting deficits, no doubt.
And it's Dragic with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth.
Man, he's got a lot of firepower right now. I mean, what a half he's having.
Here's a Flalo. Pass to Porzingis. 17-foot shot on the way.
Hey, guys, Porzingis was almost a rookie last season, but he opted to pull out of the early entry and wait a year for this past summer's draft. Seems to have worked out for him as far as how his draft stock has changed.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's Dragic. Down low. Whiteside. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
Yeah, saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around to do that, Greg. I mean, might as well make those adjustments right away.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Calderon kicks to Lopez. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Certainly that shot well within his range.
I would hope so.
And especially when he caps it off with the steady one-hand jam.
It's stolen by Calderon. Puts up the baby hook. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Bosch passes to Wade to stop the run. The shot misses. Excellent D there from Flalo.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting. I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feel.
The drive by Wade. Wade missing again.
Yeah, the offense seems completely in disarray.
Exactly.
I didn't
At the
do
other
that.
end, it's one bucket after the other. This run is getting out of hand right now.
Now here's Dragic following the miss by Carmelo Anthony. Whiteside is screen on Anthony. Clock at 6. It's Dragic with the drive. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Now here's Lopez. Here's Flalo. And he gets the bucket.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this.
Wade against Flalo. Dragic dishes to Whiteside. And there's the 3-second violation.
Yeah, foolish play. He's got to be thinking out there.
Which he clearly wasn't on that play. Or maybe he was thinking just about something other than basketball.
Well, speaking of thinking, back home, guys, we call that a good old-fashioned brain freeze.
Here's Porzingis. Stolen by Bosch. Dang attacking. Bosch kicks to Wade.
It's been kind of a gradual occurrence, but I think it's clear that analytics are here to stay in the NBA. Every team now has at least some vesting into the analytics area. Some base a lot of their decisions on the number side of the game. Others have a more balanced approach.
And so here is New York Following the score by Miami. To the left side wing. Calderon for three. That's good.
Just too dangerous of a shooter to leave alone from beyond the arc.
Analytics does have a strong place in the NBA, so it's been proven over the last decade. Some held out, but now, Greg, the results, the benefits of those numbers, it's hard to deny it.
A great point, Kevin. And with something new like that, there's always going to be a bit of resistance. There will always need to be a balance, I believe, and you need to use the numbers and your own eyes. They really do go hand in hand to kind of keep each other in check.
Right side bang. From outside the arc. The basket good off the assist from Wade. Wade's got his 7th assist here tonight. Calderon with it. Lets it go. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Inside. Here's Anthony. Finishes the break with a slam.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
And it's Dragic off the drive. The three from Bosch.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss those looks very often. And Commissioner Silver taking a bold stance on sports betting. Going in the last season, he wrote that op-ed piece saying that it needs to be legalized federally. It basically brought it to the light of day.
All right.
And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. Galloway, the pass to Vujacic. Here's O'Quinn. And the Knicks miss again. And for Commissioner Silver arguing for legalized sports betting, that's a major reversal from what most sports commissioners Clark had said in the past.
Yeah, you know, I like his open-mindedness, not just about that issue, but a number of issues that confront the league. And, you know, he's right in regards to the gambling, but the internet people are making these bets anyway, so it makes sense for the league to take a look at it.
Here's Vujacic, following the score by Miami. Outside Williams. 5 to shoot. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And over the course of last season, and really the last decade, we have seen three-point shooting on the rise. Teams have been making the most of the efficiency of that shot, and it's a big part of successful offenses in the modern NBA.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. And with the three-pointers, the best teams in the NBA are great, Adam Clark. All 4 of the conference finals teams from last year were tops in the NBA in 3.
Yeah, it's definitely a predominant stat in the NBA now. And you look at some of the numbers. Curry broke his own record for made threes in a season. The Rockets set the team record. It's a real part of the game that you have to be good at to succeed in the league.
Just 4 to shoot. Wade dishes to Dragic. Can't get it to go. Some solid defense from Grant.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
And one thing we know is that across the board in the NBA, attendance is up all over. Franchise values are also at an all-time high. Overseas, the game continues to grow as well.
And the media deal in place says a lot about the popularity. It's not just broadcast. Fans are showing up as well.
Sellouts were at a record 700 last season, Kevin. The previous record was 676, almost 22 million regular season fans. That's a big number.
Bosch sets the pick for Dragic. Outside Bosch. Kicks it to Dragic. Dang with it. Now defended by Grant. Williams with the steal. Galloway kicks to Grant. Now the dish to Galloway. He feeds it to Vujacic. Williams against Bosch. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. 6 points for Williams.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Wade outside. Back to Dragic. And Derek Williams is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Knicks foul ball. Derek Williams. That's his second personal foul.
Here's Bosch. Right side a screen. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Boy, last season Hassan Whiteside made a huge splash in the NBA. Big blocks, big rebound total. But he had some head-scratching moments as well. Missed his share of action due to suspensions.
And a new group in for the Heat. Udonis Haslem. He's checked in for Bosch. Winslow comes in for Luol Deng. Green, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Tyler Johnson in for Goran Dragic. Galloway, the pass to Williams. Dishes to Galloway. Williams, a screen on Green. Just 5 to shoot. And again, Derek Williams. Williams has got 4 points in the quarter. And GA, as you said with Whiteside, his fiery attitude flared up a few times last season, and it hurt his team more than once in Miami.
No doubt. It's something that he has got to work on. I mean, he's proven that he can be a big-time player in this league, but he can't have the mental lapses that get him tossed from games and hurt his team. And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Knicks.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah. And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And it's always nice to get win number 1 against an opponent you'll be seeing a total of 4 times over the course of the year. They really set the tone tonight for their season series against the Heat.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Anthony. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Grant kicks to Galloway. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. So no problem for New York as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching. And now to our good friend Ernie Johnson, who is standing.
course, I catch an L on the reset. Oh boy, that sucks. Maybe it's because he's out of the country. Maybe that's why I caught the L. I don't know. It's crazy. Next time I play him, I'll see. That's bullshit, though. Because my defense was solid that game. That's bull. That sucks. I wonder if these out-of-country guys are the reason why the game is saying I lost when I won. Because T-Wolves, I think, is an out-of-country. I can't remember. Heat's an out-of-country guy. Now Spurs is an out-of-country guy. I guess I'll see next game. Because it hasn't happened to any of the state guys. Then again, happened to Hawks with Wizards. So maybe that's not the case. That's weird. Oh man. I need me a new update file. I'm tired of looking at these ugly uniforms the Knicks got. Whack accessories. I need something fresh, something new. That's crazy. I only had 8 turnovers that game.